Good morning, guys. Right now it's 8 a.m. and I'm out for a walk in the snow, and I wanted to just feel the snow on my face and just, see the beauty that the snow creates. It's like magic, right? Even just a random road, it becomes more beautiful. So picturesque. Look at this, guys. So beautiful. It's just all white. The cars are driving normally. Around 5 a.m. in the morning, the truck came out to clear the snow from the streets, and now the cars can drive easily. But I think they have to come again, because look at this. Oops. You see this? It's starting to set again with the snow. Everything looks so magical. I feel like I'm in a postcard right now. This is winter wonderland, baby.
So while Charlene's out there braving the snow, I'm actually in here and it's really toasty this morning. This is a common question that we get by people that are not really into motorhomes and vans, is how do you stay warm in winter? And a lot of people actually think that we have to, in order to run a heater, we have to switch the engine on and run the cab heater, like the one you have in a car. But that's definitely not the case. We have a gas heater, which would be impossible to live without in these freezing conditions. Now, there's two types of heaters that you normally find in a van. Some of the new ones run on electric as well, but our one is just on gas. And we've got 2 gas bottles set up. I'm not going to go outside and show you now, so I'll put a clip on maybe from another day. And we've got a normal gas bottle, like you'd have at home, that you can change. And then we have an LPG refillable cylinder. And that one you can actually fill it up where you want at the petrol station. So we use both of them, and the changeable bottle, I normally use it just as a backup, so that if we run out of gas in the middle of the night or there's no LPG stations around, then we have at least a backup. Some of the vans I've seen as well, they have what's called like a diesel heater, and that can be installed and kind of does the same thing but just works on diesel instead of gas. They all have their benefits and disadvantages, but we're quite happy with ours, to be honest. The heater though does use a lot of gas, so if we're in minus conditions like we are at the moment and it's freezing cold, we have to leave the heater running at all times. What we do normally at night, we kind of put it down low and then during the day increase it. But in summer, 2 gas bottles will literally last us about 6-7 weeks for sure, because you're just using it to heat up the water, to have a shower every now and then just to cook and to run the fridge. Whereas in winter, the heater takes so much power and so much gas that literally 2 gas bottles, if we're in sub-zero conditions, 2 gas bottles will only last maybe 6-7 days. So we've always got to keep on top of that to make sure that we never run out of gas. So if you think this is a lot of laundry,
It's just our nothing. This is the beginning. Look at this. And this. Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
Here we go. We've been living on the road for well over 3 years now, and at the back end of last year, 24, we felt that we lost our schedule a bit. I don't know if it was the midnight sun in Scandinavia or something else, but throughout autumn and beginning of winter, we were sleeping late at night. I was sometimes doing all-nighters editing and then waking up the next day really, really late, and it just doesn't feel good. We wanted to make some improvements, starting off with our sleep. So we started making some changes, and we've been doing them for about 3-4 weeks now, and we've already felt a big difference. First of all, we're trying to keep a fixed schedule, trying to sleep between 10 and midnight. Now, obviously it's not always the case, but at least 5 days a week we want to try and stick to that. And then before we go to sleep, like the last couple of hours, no tea, no coffee. We're trying to have our big meal in the afternoon so that we don't eat heavy before going to sleep. And the most important is no mobile phones and laptops. So before we go to sleep, instead of just like working to the last second and jumping in bed, messing about on the phone and then trying to sleep, we're consciously trying to put our devices away. And again, this is not 100% every day, but at least so far we've been doing it most days, and it's really been working. One other thing that we've been using are these Magic Mind shots, and these are actually the sponsor of today's video, and I want to talk to you about them. So Magic Mind have created these little shots that you take every day. They're 100% safe, and they also taste really good. You can have it as it is or even mix it with another drink. So there's two different shots. This one is the performance shot that you take every morning, and it helps you keep focus throughout the day, less stress, and gives you a clearer mind. They also have a Magic Mind sleep shot, which you take every night. It helps you fall asleep faster and gives you a deeper sleep as well. So with both these shots, they've got you covered for 24 hours of mental performance. Since we've been doing all of this, we've been getting much better sleep and feeling more energized throughout the day. So if you're interested, we're going to leave a link in the description box, and there's also going to be a discount code to save you some money. It's actually time to take one now. We've now come to this place, and there's this huge lake here. It's all frozen over, but we're not really trusting it because, well, all those steps and marks on it showing that there have been people walking on it. I don't know, it doesn't look so strong.
Nah, it's not safe to walk on it. What does this mean?
No idea.
I think it says that you can't go there.
Lebensgefahr.
Normally we see the signs verboten, so I don't know what this means. This means dangerous? We're walking on the snow because of Holly. Because if we walk in the path, she gets so muddy. So like this, she stays clean. If you want to see Chris having a cold dip during this winter, please comment down below, Chris, get in the lake. I really wish to see him getting inside a cold lake, because as you know, he is not that adventurous when it comes to swimming in cold temperatures. Not that I'm better than him, you know, but I try sometimes, you know, but he's the one who never tries.
Yeah, because I'm comfortable with my jacket.
No, you have to get in, at least before we leave Austria, you have to get in at least one time, I think.
Yeah, but it's all frozen over. I came here to swim, actually. I've got my swimming trunks on underneath the trousers, but it's all frozen over, so there's no access to the water, I'm afraid. We'll have to leave it till next winter. So we've actually gone down in elevation from where we were earlier this week, and it's a lot better here. Like, it's cold, don't get me wrong, it's still freezing cold, but it's not as bad as it was up there. I think we're about 1,100 meters elevation, and now this place we're only about 600 meters, so it's a bit less. And although there's still snow everywhere and it looks like a winter wonderland, it's at least just slightly above zero again. Wow, just look at this landscape. The name of this lake is Waldsee. Waldsee, okay. And it's on the way to this town called Kosen.
I don't think it's Waldsee, I think it's Varsy.
Maybe, I don't know. Just a frozen lake covered with these white, huge mountains in this direction here.
And they're really, really huge.
We managed to park up in this parking lot. We just paid for a day ticket, and we came out here for a few hours to walk around the lake. But there's another parking lot here, the one that we're walking through right now on the other side of the lake. It looks really beautiful, but there's just signs everywhere. There's 2 signs of no camping, so there's no way you can come here.
It feels like we're in Norway.
Yeah, but then
some point.
Yeah, but then you don't have really anywhere to go. And we're actually quite good for services at the moment. We've got electric, we just filled up on our water, so it doesn't really make sense to pay €40 just to stay in a campsite, just to have a walk around the lake. So it's, as I mentioned, that kind of love-hate relationship where it's beautiful, we love it, it's so nice, safe, you can walk with Holly, there's so many hiking options in summer and in winter, but then it's just such a difficult thing with the van.
Every winter we get to spend some time in Austria due to work. We're not complaining, we really love it, but as Chris said, it's limited when it comes to services, and sometimes it's a problem.
Even just now to park, you know, like come around the lake.
Yeah, it's
There's 2
true.
parking lots. This one has no camping signs. We didn't see none where we parked up, but I'm sure we can't stay there tonight as well, so we'll have to move now.
We couldn't walk on this side because of some hotels, but we can see the whole lake from here, and we can see some mountain peaks as well. I'm sure that on that side it's snowing. It's really one of those places where it takes your breath away.
Even in this direction, look.
Yeah, everywhere you look, it's just like a postcard, really.
So Someone's going swimming.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Nah, I wouldn't go out on the lake.
Look, someone stepped on here.
Yeah, and they never come back.
Wow, gorgeous views from here.
That's where we started, that village over here. We haven't gone round all the way around the lake, but we've come to the opposite side at least.
I really love the mountains when they are like this, with the snow on top of them. Not a lot, just a little bit, but you can clearly see it from here. On this side there are no snow on the trees, and they really change the landscape.
Yeah, that's all nice, but there's one thing, got one problem.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's go then.
Oh my god, what is this?
So we've just got back to the van and I've got these two pieces of paper here. This one is the actual ticket where I paid for 2 hours. It was just €2, so very cheap. And we put this on the front. And we've just come back to the van now and we've found a ticket on the outside. It looks like the police have been and left us a ticket. I'll give you the price in a minute because it wasn't what we were expecting, but basically from what I can understand we've got a ticket for parking here for 2 hours, although we had paid already. So as we mentioned just earlier on, we are definitely not wanted here. I don't think we've ever got a ticket like this before.
No, it's our first time.
Just for like parking near nature and just to have a walk around the lake. Now the actual price is €15, so at least it's not too expensive.
In the UK we used to pay like £10.
Yeah, just to park up.
Just to
normal
park
price.
up. So considering that it's €15, not like €75 or €100, you know?
Yeah, when I saw the ticket, my heart stopped.
Yeah.
But that's not too bad. But at the same time, we paid €2.50. We paid €17 for a 2-hour walk around the lake, so that was pretty expensive.
Welcome to Austria, baby.
Yeah, it's beautiful though.
It's nice, but it's not worth it living here in a van.
So who's going to pay this? It was your idea to come here.
Yeah, I know, but you agreed, right?
Yeah, I
you didn't
agreed,
say
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we'll pay this. We'll pay this.
We're having mustard, Leberwurst, and their traditional and local bread.
Look at this, like a chunky sausage. I don't think you're supposed to have this much.
Just eat it.
We're hungry. Well, look at this. So it's like a ham and cheese sandwich. It's the German version of my ham and cheese sandwich. This is quite a sweet bread, and then we've got this as well because we are hungry, and we've got this thick Leberwurst.
Leberwurst.
We've got this thick Leberwurst, Leberwurst, and a bit of cheese. Like the way I look at it, I don't think we've got enough cheese when compared to the amount of Leberwurst. But we do have some of this sauce, mustard sauce, which looks really good. Let's give it a go. Ooh, yeah. I think it's just too much Leberwurst. This is more like it, yeah. I've added a bit more cheese in mine. Now the ratio's good. This is how you should eat your Leberwurst.
It's really good.
I was a bit upset when I saw that ticket, although it wasn't very expensive. What happened?
She nearly had a bite.
Yeah, you better watch out. Whenever you get a ticket, it's never a good time, is it? But now this sandwich has made it all better.
It's okay. It's €15. I don't think it's that expensive, you know?
Yeah.
And considering that we've been 4 years on the road, we really take care, you know, like where we park and stuff like this. This just was, you know, very unlucky.
Yeah, it's cheaper than the campsite. If we had paid for the campsite, it would have been like €35 just to park up there. Obviously, we would have stayed there overnight as well, but yes, it's cheaper. And now we've parked up in this place here. It's a bit messy because there's still like some stuff on the floor from the New Year celebrations. Like they love shooting rockets here and fireworks and stuff. But apart from that, I found this quiet spot. I don't know if you can see behind us. There's a few houses and it's just an open area here. I'll show you outside in a sec. So this is our spot for tonight. It's pretty nice, apart from some rubbish on the floor. We've actually stayed here before as well. And lucky for us, there's no camping signs. There's only this sign here. Hundeklo. Wow. This town is actually called Ebbs. And that's the church. And look at that mountain backdrop.
Sit down. Sit. Give me a paw. Oh, you want a good care. Give me your paw. Whoop.
When we went to Austria, it was quite snowy in the mountains, so we went to that park up that we stayed at the end of last year, where there was the dog park, and that's so cool because there's this huge dog park. It's not really used a lot. There's sometimes a dog every now and then, but not every day. And it's so cool. We can kind of just lock the door and let Holly run and not worry about anything, and she'll go and catch the ball. Really a nice spot. So we'll go back there again at some point, hopefully.
So earlier this week, we came back from Germany because Chris had some work to do. They had a parking just right outside, and we were able to park there. And after we finished, we had some time as well to have some fun in the snow. The location was perfect because it was right by a forest. And then there was this slope. It was really amazing. We had so much fun. So we got on the Rodelbahn. It's also called toboggan. And we hiked up through the forest. There is this part which is really nice. We were just sliding down the slope. It was really fun. And even for Holly, it was really amazing because she loves the snow, I'm telling you. She was eating some bits. And she loves to jump in it. She's so cute. I was throwing her like ice balls and she was just trying to catch it. It was great, not just for the parking, because they also treated us really well with good food. It was a 5-course meal and it was nice not having to cook in the van for me. During the night, the temperature was getting low to -9 degrees and -10 at some point. And this is the reason why we came down from that mountain, because it was really too cold for the van. You know that we got 2 tanks, right? And basically they froze up there and we couldn't use our water anymore. This drain here that we got underneath the sink, it started dripping as well. We had like a complete chaos here in the van because we were really worried because of our pipes. I also tried to defrost our water tank from underneath the van. I went and tried with the hairdryer, but that was a fail, a big fail, because nothing was coming out and it was just a block of ice. So we had to come down. I think people were staring at me as well, saying and asking, what is she doing under the van?
So at night we also switch off the water because with the heater we have this like little valve which, if it detects really cold temperature, which it shouldn't because the heater is always pumping a little bit every now and then, if it detects cold enough weather, it drains the whole water tank. This happened to us actually in our first winter. We didn't even know about this. We were parked up in Slovenia. At that time we didn't used to keep the heater on. Woke up that morning about 6 a.m. The pillows were ice cold. And then all of a sudden we hear this noise, just like ice breaking and a large amount of water flowing from everywhere. And we realized it was just our van emptying our water tank. Really weird sound. And at the time we had no idea what it was. So since then, this is what we've been doing and we haven't had a problem since. I think it's quite cool because it saves everything from freezing. And I've actually seen in some of the new vans, they have the exterior tanks on the outside. They're actually heated as well. Wouldn't that be nice?
When the temperature drops below 0, I love to make hot water bottle. When we switch the heater on 1, it keeps the van temperature warm. But for me, it's not warm enough, so I need this. And this keeps me extra warm during the nights. And I really find it good because in the morning as well, it's still warm. So if you're going to buy a van, invest in one of these, especially during the winter season. But I really love winter, guys. I mean, there are so many difficult tasks to do, and sometimes, yes, it's really hard, even just to wake up sometimes, you know, and get outside. But as soon, I think, as your body temperature adapts to it, I think then it's okay.
When it's really cold outside, we leave these free ones open because that's touching with the outside and they sometimes get damp with the cold weather. So this is something else that we need to do when it's really cold outside, so that we don't have wet clothes. Oh my god.
Gross level.
I won't want to go up there.
No.
Check it here. What's the temperature here?
-10.
Tonight. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
It's cold.
And look, tomorrow -14.
So this is what we're dealing with this week. Not looking good at all.
Good night, guys.
Good morning, people. It's a frosty one this morning. Really cold. It's currently -6 degrees at the moment. It was a very cold night and the temperatures are rising now. As you can see, the van is all frosty here. We've actually got a cover for the front of the van. We might have seen in some previous videos that we put the cover on either when it's snowing or when it's really cold temperatures, and that helps the engine stay warm. This is where the heat comes out of the heater. As you can see, it's pumping and it's dripping here as well, and the water goes down here and just forms these really thick icicles. It's actually not too bad today because we had the heater on low last night, but yeah, it's just solid. We've also bought like a cover here so that the water doesn't drip on here. It kind of drips out, but still need to put it on. Hello. It's cold this morning, right?
Oh, so cold.
Chilly. Holly's been out for a walk. We've been trying to get up early when we can. Now, if I have a really late night working, it's just impossible, but where possible, seeing that we're trying to get to bed earlier, it's just got easier waking up in the morning. It's really hard on cold mornings like this because inside the van with the heater, it's just so nice and toasty and you don't really feel like coming out in this cold.
What's the temperature right now? -6?
Yeah, but -5 I think now. Yeah, it's going up slowly. It's cold out there.
Don't let the sun fool you guys. It's very cold out there.
But the sun is helping a lot though.
Yeah.
I've got to admit. We've got blue sky today and it's going to be like that all week. Moment of truth now. We're going to try and start her up. I just wanted to show you something that we've got. So we've actually been sent this by a company called Grepro. I'm going to be absolutely honest with you, we haven't tried it out yet, but we've kept it with us. It's basically a jump starter kit. So you remember not last year, the year before that, when we broke down, we had to call out the towing company, and that was just because we had a flat battery. So this piece of kit should really come in handy there because it's basically a jump starter. So as you can see, brand new. We haven't used it yet, and hopefully you won't have to use it. You've got some output and you can charge it up just like normal. You've got a flashlight here, and then basically you can connect these onto your battery. And yeah, it charges up your battery. So if we're ever in a situation where we can't start the van up, this should definitely help. But as I mentioned, we haven't tested it out yet, but I will leave a link in the description box as well if you want to go and check these out. Very handy piece of kit. Hopefully we won't need to use it though, as I said. Now let's try and start her up. So just waiting for the glow plugs to start up. I'll do it 2 or 3 times when the temperature's low. So we've waited till, what's the time?
12?
Nearly, yeah, it's 11:30, nearly midday. And the temperature's gone up to -2. Like this morning, it was so cold, it definitely wouldn't start up, I think. So let's give it a go. Come on.
Yes.
There we go. We've stopped here in this city. It's called Kufstein. It's quite a small city. Just parked up the van. Charlene's staying in there because there aren't really any proper parking spots here. I've just got off here quickly because I need to get a haircut. There's this like cool hairdressers here. Not too expensive. It's like 18 euros. Yeah? It's nice. So here is done. Just going back to the van. I'm going to stop off and pick something up first. The guy was actually from Turkey, so it was nice chatting to him about all the places that we visited. Although he didn't speak much English, but I don't know. At least I think he understood me.
You got it?
Got what? My haircut, yeah.
Roasty.
I also got a McDonald's. Now this is not normal McDonald's. We are food lovers, but we're not really fast food lovers anymore. How many McDonald's or Burger King would you say we have every year? Maybe one or two?
Once or twice a year.
Yeah, sometimes not even that. But we've been seeing this Big Rosti, it's called, or G Rosti. There's like adverts everywhere. We've been seeing it for the last month here in Austria and even in Germany. So I thought I'd get one and we'll try it out. It's just too tempting.
And the chips, where's the chips?
Chips? No, I just got a burger. This set us back €7. But look at it. Yeah, look at it.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's got the beef. There's like this potato thing, bacon, and then mayonnaise. Oh, that's good. Final bite. I think it's really good. I don't know. Do you have them where you are? Is it just something here in Austria and Germany? Never heard of them before. G Rosti. They also have a spicy version, and then there was a third one. I don't know what it is, but I just got the normal one.
It's good.
I loved it. Yeah, we haven't had McDonald's in ages. I remember back in the day we used to have this called Big Tasty. When it first came out, it was like, wow, like so tasty. But then after you have it 2 or 3 times, it's just too much. I guess this one's the same, but it was nice. It was nice. So let's go look for a park up for tonight.
We stopped here to admire the splendid views of Austria. Look at this incredible view we got today here.
I've got to say, up here it's even colder than where we were.
The top part of the mountains looks absolutely insane from here. We got these ridges and it's just perfect. That is some fresh powder out there.
We're heading kind of south in the region that we were in, Tyrol. So we've driven about an hour already, and we definitely can't stay here because we're just like in a lay-by. So I think we're going to carry on going and find a park up further on.
Currently we're 1,200
I feel it.
That's
yeah,
why
I can feel
it's
it.
very cold, yeah.
1,200 meters up in the air. Hope you enjoyed today's video, learning about what it's like to live in your van in these really extreme temperatures.
We love it so much, we can't complain, but it's hard. We must say that it's really, really hard. But I really love it. I mean, I love the snow, so I can't complain.
Next week, we're going to be in a new country and things are going to get a bit warmer. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. I haven't got any gloves on, so this is really cold. And we'll see you next week for another one.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.